6 ruptures, 0 repairs. Yesterday, June 2nd, 2025, a firebomb tore through Boulder. Fox blamed Biden's border. CNN questioned calling it terrorism. Tim Walz told Democrats to bully Trump. Critics warned it's political theater wearing gym shorts. Elon Musk walked from DOGE. Fox hailed cost cuts. CNN warned of humanitarian fallout. The Supreme Court upheld Trump's TikTok ban. Activists warned free speech is shrinking. Mexico struck U.S. farmers with tariffs. Critics flagged a trade war spiraling. Scott Bessent shredded inflation fear-mongering. CNN spotlighted tariff volatility. Welcome to Yesterday on TFN, where we don't report the news, we detonate it. Yesterday, Mohammed Sabri Solomon, an Egyptian national overstaying his visa, attacked a pro-Israel rally in Boulder, Colorado, using Molotov cocktails and a makeshift flamethrower. 13 were injured, including an 88-year-old Holocaust survivor. Solomon shouted, "Free Palestine," while torching demonstrators after planning the attack for over a year. X lit up like an oil flare. At Justice 42, domestic terrorism unfolding. At Secure Faith, when will it stop? Fox framed the attack as a consequence of Biden's failed border policy and rising anti-Semitism, accusing media of playing word games. CNN spotlighted FBI versus local law enforcement tensions over labeling it terrorism. MSNBC highlighted growing threats of within homegrown terror. ABC and CBS focused on the Holocaust survivors' story and community resilience. The attack fuses border policy breakdowns with metastasizing anti-Semitism. Critics warned growing radicalization is outpacing law enforcement's ability to detect internal threats. The Trump administration faces renewed pressure on both immigration and domestic extremism fronts. Is this isolated violence or a preview of systemic collapse? Yesterday, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz urged Democrats to bully the out of Trump, mocking him as Taco to court young male voters. Swalwell amplified the message with taco-eating selfies, while MSNBC endorsed gym voter outreach. The DNC quietly launched gym-based registration pilots targeting politically disconnected men. Early data showed trust among independents slipped 12%, while gym-goers skew heavily Republican. Walz admitted, "I was a terrible candidate," embracing performative aggression. X warned, Vote X22, Dems out of ammo. At Lift X99, leave politics out of my workout. Fox ridiculed the plan as clownish desperation. CNN warned the strategy risks alienating moderates and masking serious policy deficits. MSNBC defended the aggressive approach as necessary against Trump. ABC highlighted polling erosion among men, while CBS questioned whether gym politics can reverse demographic drift. Walz's performative aggression reflects a party flailing for cultural relevance. Critics flagged its unserious tone, warning performative trolling can't substitute economic credibility. The gym push exposes deep fractures in the Democrats' identity crisis. Is this targeted outreach or cosplay politics in athletic wear? Yesterday, Elon Musk exited the Department of Government Efficiency and Washington, D.C., completing his scheduled tenure. Under Musk, DOGE slashed 90% of USAID spending and cut $160 billion in federal waste. Musk projected long-term savings nearing $1 trillion. Markets responded sharply. Tesla rose 3%. Bono accused Musk of indirectly causing 300,000 deaths via aid cuts, a claim Fox debunked as based on speculative models. X noticed what's playing out. At Musk X22, government waste exposed. At Left X99, mass murderer narrative spins up. Fox framed Musk's exit as the left vilifying a reformer slamming Bono's unproven death toll as media hysteria. CNN spotlighted potential humanitarian fallout from USAID's gutting. MSNBC warned of private power consolidation. CBS debated whether DOGE reforms were real or performative. ABC struck a balance, highlighting both budget cuts and Musk's private pivot. Musk's tenure ignited ideological battle lines. Supporters praised cost savings. Critics warned aid cuts may fuel long-term global instability. The Musk era crystallizes the divide between technocratic minimalism and moral obligations in governance. Is this efficiency achieved or global vulnerability disguised as reform? Yesterday, the Supreme Court upheld Trump's executive ban on TikTok, siding with CFI U.S. national security arguments. The ruling threatens ByteDance's U.S. operations, wiping $10 billion in ad revenue and costing creators $2 billion. TikTok lost 150 million American users overnight as VPN usage surged. ByteDance announced emergency pivots toward alternative platforms and legal challenges continue internationally. X took sides as always. AdTech-X22, censorship wins. Security X99, finally blocking China. Fox framed the ruling as a national security victory. CNN warned of precedents limiting online free speech. MSNBC flagged potential blowback for content creators. ABC highlighted economic disruption. CBS spotlighted rising global tech fragmentation. The decision cements Washington's aggressive posture toward Chinese tech. Critics warned the free speech debate may expand beyond TikTok, potentially reshaping global digital governance. Supporters argue it's a necessary firewall against foreign influence. Is this national defense or digital authoritarianism under another name? Yesterday, Mexico slapped 25% tariffs on U.S. agricultural imports following Trump's expanded fentanyl-linked trade measures. American farmers face projected losses topping $3 billion as corn, pork, and dairy exports plummet. Talks with Canada produced no resolution as exports to Mexico dropped 8%. Retail food prices are projected to rise sharply into summer, fanning inflation anxieties ahead of November. X strangely took sides. Farm X22. Main Street crushed again. Trade X99. Border security comes first. Fox framed retaliation as blowback for Biden's prior trade missteps, praising Trump's fentanyl crackdown. CNN warned consumers face looming price hikes. MSNBC spotlighted risks of a spiraling trade war. ABC reported mounting pressure on Midwest economies. CBS emphasized stalled diplomacy and supply chain vulnerabilities. Analysis: the standoff amplifies pressure on U.S. supply chains. Critics warned farmers are trapped between fentanyl policy and tariff brinkmanship, while supporters argue strong leverage is finally applied to Mexico's drug crisis role. Is this smart leverage or an economic meat grinder for American farmers? Yesterday, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent went viral dismantling CBS anchor Margaret Brennan's inflation argument, rejecting fears that Trump's new tariffs risk runaway prices. Bessent cited stable CPI data and record S&P 500 gains, despite 30% China tariffs and 50% steel hikes already in place. Brennan challenged with speculative long-term risks. Bessent countered that real inflation hasn't materialized under current policies, puncturing establishment models. Bessent's best punchline of the interview: "Let's stop to say, this could happen. Wait and see what does happen," was well-timed. X makes Stone Cold Scott Bessent go viral. Market X22. Bessent schools the doomsayers at Econ X99. Future inflation still possible. Fox praised Bessent for shredding media fear-mongering. CNN spotlighted unresolved volatility concerns if tariffs expand further. MSNBC flagged mounting policy uncertainty. CBS framed it as exposing divisions in inflation forecasting. ABC spotlighted Bessent's challenge to speculative modeling dominance. The viral clash highlights how economic narratives split over real-time data versus predictive models. Critics argued speculative models fuel public panic, while supporters stress vigilance as global trade shocks mount. Is this reality-based calm or blind faith ignoring storm clouds ahead? 6 headlines. 6 moves. Boulder attack, follow DHS and FBI terror designations via justice.gov. Walz strategy, watch DNC voter data experiments via FEC filings. Musk exit, track DOGE personnel shifts via whitehouse.gov. TikTok ban, monitor CFI-US filings and FCC regulatory updates. Mexico tariffs, review USDA export data and commerce.gov trade metrics. Bessent inflation clash, watch BEA inflation reports and Treasury yield curves. Yesterday, terror ignited, policies collided, and narratives combusted in real time. The stakes escalate. Join us tomorrow on Yesterday. Truth Fights narrative on TFN. Every damn day.